In this video, we're going to take a quick look at the MindMeister mind mapping software that is online. This is probably my favorite mind mapping software. It's simple to use and it's mobile friendly. The first thing I need to do is sign in. Now you can make yourself a pay or a free MindMeister account, or if you have a Google Apps account, you can also sign in using that. So I'm going to click sign in. I'm going to come down to the word more and select Google Apps or Gmail if you have a Gmail account. I'm going to type in my Google Apps domain. And I am going to log in using my Google Apps domain, and I will never save my password. It will then say, hey, I'm trying to make a connection with your Google account. Are you sure that's okay? And I will say allow. And here I am. So the first thing I want to do is I want to start. And here is my first default mind map. So I'm going to click it. And this is a tour of what you can do and what your options are. That's a pretty nice little thing to have there. Just wanted to show that to you. I'm not going to go through it. I just wanted you to see that it's there. It's a good reason not to just delete that first mind map. I'll go back to my maps. And I'm going to make a new mind map right here. New mind map. And this time I'm going to select blank. Now there are lots of templates to use, and there are a lot of really nice templates to use. But since we've never done this before, it's good to start with a blank so you get to understand the basics. So I will select blank. Then here's my new mind map. This will be the main idea. It does not like my browser, and that is just fine. I happen to be using the Opera browser for this. So this is the main idea. And I'm going to type in my main idea. For example, golden retriever. And I'm just going to hit enter. Now I might be able to talk about a few different things about this golden retriever. For example, maybe I will talk about its diet. So with the main idea selected, I'm going to come up to the menu bar and I'm going to select the plus symbol and I'm going to say diet. I'm going to spell it right probably. And I can see that the diet is tied to the golden retriever. That's my main idea. What is its diet? With the word diet selected, the plus symbol, dog food. I'm going to go back to my main idea, add the plus symbol. I'm going to add another secondary idea, for example, habitat. It's selected, click the plus symbol for a sub idea, my house. And so now we have a main idea, sub ideas, and ideas that go underneath those. I could add more than one. You're not restricted to one. For example, diet, I have dog food. My food when she gets it off of my plate when I'm not looking. Okay. So there are a variety of things you can do here. I'm going to go back to the main idea and I'm going to click it, and we're going to look at some options of what you can add to these ideas. I can add an icon next to the text. I can add an image. Now this is cool. You have to see this. I'm going to select the little arrow next to images. I'm going to say use web image. MindMeister just used Google to search images for me. And that dog looks like mine, so I will select that dog and say use. And there's an image. How cool is that? I mean, really, how cool is that? You can take notes. My dog looks like this, and whoops, my goodness, I cannot type. And that is pronounced Kyra, K-Y-R-A, as I name all of my pets after Star Trek characters. And let's say links. Maybe I want to add a link to the Humane Society or something like that. I'll just do google.com for the moment. You can do anything there. And that's about it. No attachments. I'm not going to do attachments as that's really a pay service there. So I don't want to use those in this tutorial. But now you can see on the main idea, I have an image, I have an icon, I have my text, I have my notes, and I have a link. If I select the text again, I could change the style, I could change the color perfectly to something a little easier. I'm going to select that text again, change the color. Ooh, something a little nicer to read, maybe. Of course, white would have been the best one, but you know how it goes. Maybe change the font size. And this can be done with any of these ideas. So that's how you add your stuff. Now, what about these other buttons at the top? I'm going to do one wrong thing here. Here we go. My dog does not eat my living room. My dog might live in my living room. So I'm going to get to that in just a moment. I'm going to add a relationship here. I have the living room selected. If I add a relationship and choose the word habitat, I have now tied this sub idea to more than one place. A lot of people don't do that, but it is an option. I'm going to Command Z to get out of that. Another one would be to cut or copy an idea. Again, if it belongs in more than one place, you might copy it. I'm going to select my living room, and I'm going to cut it with the scissors. See, now it's a little bit grayed out. If I select the word habitat and choose paste, that's the clipboard with the page in front of it, it now moved that sub-idea from diet to habitat. And finally, you have the delete. That's a very, very basic view of MindMeister. In another video, we will look at how you can turn this into a presentation tool. And then in a different video, we will look at sharing your MindMeister with someone else.